Welcome back to another Damn Fishing Addict video. We are going to start a new series on our YouTube channel for tips, techniques, reviews, things like that. If you guys have anything you want to see, any questions, comments, anything like that, let us know. I don't care if you send it to us on Facebook, put it down in the comments, however you want. But if you have something you want to see, a question you want to ask, let us know. Just because you think you're the only one that has that question, you may not be. So go ahead and send it and maybe we can make a video on it. Last week's video I did a hook tying video because that's a major question we get asked, is how we tie on our rigs. So I'm going to redo that video right now so that you guys can see it in a little more detail. I'm going to answer a few more questions that I've got of why I do it the way I do it. And like I said, if you guys have anything else you want to see, let us know. We've got some ideas on some hook comparison videos, some mono versus braid, how we cast a 12-foot meat hunter, different things like that. But if you guys could think of something else, let me know. Let's jump into this. Alright guys, so we are going to pretend today that this spool of line right here is the reel side, and so this will be what we're tying to. The first thing I'm going to do is make a loop. The size of the loop does not matter. You just want to make sure that your weight can fit back through it. I'm going to make a loop and then I'm just going to tie it off. There we go. Just like that. Now I'm going to stick that loop right through the eye of the weight. Open up the loop, drop the weight through it, and pull it down. And there you go. That's how fast it is to tie on the weight. Now the reason I tie my weight like this is because if I'm ever in a situation where maybe I'm throwing a 5 and I realize they're not down as deep, or I don't need to be throwing the 5, I should move to a 2 or 3, they're up higher, I can literally do that right there. Grab my 2 or 3, slide that back through, drop that through, and I'm ready to go. I can switch out weights that fast. The less time you spend on the bank rigging up, the more time you're going to spend with that line in the water, and the better chances of hitting that next big one. So then I'm going to pull out about a foot or so, somewhere, give or take. It doesn't really matter. It's not that big a deal. I'm going to pinch right here on the weight side. I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to grab the line like that and pull it through. Now the reason I do that with the hook is because now it's already small enough to slide right through the hook eye. And then I'm going to lay that right down on the shank of the hook. I'm going to take the weight side, the tag end for the weight, and I'm going to wrap it around. The number of wraps does not really matter. The only thing the number of wraps is doing is deciding how long or short this tag line is going to be that your weight's attached to. So I'm going to wrap it around a few times till I get it where I like it. I like mine to run short just because I don't like ending up roping the fish and that's getting all tangled up, and then you got to end up cutting it. So I try and keep mine pretty short, and so I don't have that happen too often. Now I'm going to drop the weight back through. Again, this is all still just laying down the shank, and then we're going to pull that tight. Now I'm going to flip a couple of half hitches over the hook. I'm going to go over 1, then go over 2. And there you go. That's all rigged up. That's ready to go. You suck that up in there. Then there you go. You are all rigged up. That's going to pull straight. That's going to be, that's going to work. Also, the reason I do this is if you're somebody that has dogs or kids and you don't want to leave this thing rigged up all the time for fear of, somebody getting stuck or something like that, you could take this apart. You can easily grab this loop. I'm not going to completely take it apart because you guys are smart enough, you get the idea. But you can easily grab that, take this apart. Man, I just cannot get a hold of it. I'm sitting here saying it's so easy. There we go. You can take that weight off. Now you can take your half hitches out, just slide down on it. Take your half hitches out, unwind it, pop it back off, and you're good to go. Take this loop, put it around your reel handle, tighten everything up. Now you don't have to worry about your pets, your kids, or anybody getting stuck by that hook. Throw the hook and the weight back in your bag. The next time you get to the dam or wherever you're snagging at, you throw your weight on, grab your hook, pull the belly, tie your weight or your hook back on, and you're ready to go. So anyway, that's how I tie a snagging rig. Like I said, there's many different ways to tie it. I know Caleb ties a little different than I do. John ties a little different than I do. I want to say Jason ties pretty much the same, and I think Wendell ties the same as I do. But there's many different ways, and I mean, you just got to find what works for you. As long as As long as your weight is behind your hook and it's pulling straight, that's all you really have to have. You're definitely going to have other people say that their way is the best way, and that's fine. But you just got to find what works for you. So anyway, that's this week's video. I hope y'all are getting entered into the contest for the reel. It is doing really well. We're getting a lot of new subscribers. Thank you to each and every one of you. We are now over 300 since we've started this contest. We have already decided what we're going to do for 500 and 1,000. And I can tell you this, whoever wins that 500 is going to get one heck of a deal. And whoever wins the 1,000 is going to have a blast. So anyway, let's see if we can't reach those next milestones like Jason said. And let's get these next giveaways going. So hope y'all have a good rest of your week, and hopefully next time we see you at the dam.